Yeah, I was talking about, before the network disorganized everything, I was talking about being logical, having that sense of reasoning. You should reason before you act. You should think and analyze something before you act. The way our country is right now, it is very, 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 very unpredictable. Very unpredictable. You have to think. You have to think. I am not going to talk any nonsense today. I want you people to know that I am a little bit disappointed. Do not trust anyone. Do not trust anyone. People are very, very difficult. I have witnessed it. I have seen it with my eyes. I know what it means to trust someone and then he or she totally disappoints you. You people, we should reanalyze. We should kind of avoid being susceptible. You forgive me for my very good English. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that I speak good English. It's not my fault. But that aside, I want to wish everyone a happy time. I want everyone to stay blessed. Please pray to the Almighty God. Ensure that you are always thinking about the positives, not the negatives. If you associate yourself with negativity, then your whole life will be totally negative. If you associate yourself with positivity, even when you cannot achieve it, but when you're positive about it, you never know. The way of God is not the way of man. You get? So try to be positive in whatever you do. Do not lose hope. Losing hope is the worst thing you can do. Okay? Losing hope is the last thing you can do. To say that I've spoken a lot of sense. Yeah, the network was a little bit disturbing, but we are back. We are back, and I like your comments. I like your comments. Dog lip throat. Yeah, that's what we are meant to do. We're supposed to speak only sense. This year is not for nonsense. My uncle Hassan Chivumbi. Yeah, you should always associate yourself with greatness, not failure. Okay. So guys, you take my advice seriously, like seriously, because the personal experiences I've had are enough to show me that people are very gullible. People are very, very difficult. You rather deal with animals than people. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. It's very, very clear. I have a personal example I'm going to bring. We have like a certain business we run back there in my hometown, and we deal with human beings. We deal with people in this analytical language of ours, the people we call human resource. We deal with human resource, and of course in every business you have to deal with human resource. People are very difficult. Was it in 2015? Some of the teachers actually did the unthinkable of committing a crime. I call it arson, but in simple terms, it is burning of infrastructure. These people were behind the burning of a full dormitory. Can you believe it? They wanted the students to die in the dormitory so that the public can say that this school sacrifices students and they get customers because they had formed a new school. So they wanted to get our students or our parents, divert them, and then they go to their new school. But you cannot take what God has given someone. You have to work for yours. God gives in abundance. You cannot take what is for someone and bring it to your side. You have to work for yours. So these teachers, we used to dine with them. They would one of them was even a chairman for one of our functions, an introduction ceremony, and he was the chairman. He used to dine with us each and every day, but we're very surprised to find out that this is the same guy who catalyzed the execution of that very, 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 very heinous crime. So from that day I realized people are very, very difficult. Never trust anyone. You will be disappointed. You will be disappointed, I'm telling you the truth. Now recently a teacher was killed, murdered brutally, with the post-mortem was he was hit with an axe, a blunt axe on the head, and he died. When the investigations were carried out, the same people are the ones who were behind that murder. The same people were behind that murder. So I kind of asked myself, what do we need to do as human beings to please man? Will man ever get satisfied? Will man ever get pleased? One of the people who were behind the murder of that teacher who brutally lost his life, may his soul rest in eternal peace. He was sponsored from senior 1 up to senior 6 in the school, and then after senior 6, of course, he qualified, went for government sponsorship at MOBS, and then from MOBS, okay, like when you're at campus, when you need some money, you look for those miaga jobs, you go and do those jobs to find a way of living, because you can't stay in Kampala without money. That's it. So he used to go back, work, and then come back to MOBS and also carry on with his studies. But he was a teacher at that school. He used to get paid. It wasn't for free, of course. It wasn't for free. He used to get paid. So after finishing there, he was given a job this side, because as you know, in Uganda, if you don't have connections, you don't get a job. So he had to go back and forge a way of life there. Time went on. Of course, he was my very good friend, being that we're all youths, so we can connect a way of life. It's almost the same. You go out, you do all sorts of stuff, crazy stuff, you know. Then these things start to happen. Okay, they wanted to form their own school. And that was the birth of all evil. The birth of all evil. Things started to happen in a way we couldn't imagine them. I couldn't have hallucinated any of my friends to be involved in such heinous crimes. I was disappointed, but I came to think of it. I said, no, that is what man is. That is what man is. You cannot change the way of man. It runs back way back in the times, the ancient times. If you believe in the holy books, they talk about it. You can never please man. You will never please man. Never try. Even you girls who are in these relationships, you fall so much in love and you give in, you talk, you even tell the whole world, you post on your statuses how in love you are, how affectionate you are to the guy. And then after some time, after some period, we have seen it, the guy posts your nude pictures on the internet, and you literally break the internet because of a stupid guy. And of course your stupidity, because you feel this is that guy you're trusting, that girl you're trusting is not your brother. She or he is not your sister, your brother, your mom, or your dad, who can do anything to see that you're happy. So you have to think before you act. You have to analyze situations before you act. You have to be cautious. You have to be intelligent. You have to be, I don't want to use hard English because people will take me for bragging and all that. You have to be exceptionally intelligent, because this world is running so fast. Technology is improving day by day. So my dear friends, please, that's my request. Think before you act. Analyze before you react. Okay? Thank you for watching, and I want to thank everyone who has come on board, and I wish you a successful week and a happy new month. To all the Muslims, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.